I have very mixed feelings about the harmony department at Berklee. The harmony department has codified and taught an amazing amount of information, and I also think there's something about the way that they present it that I certainly didn't really feel like I had the context for why I was learning it, or what it could do for me, or what the purpose of this was.
I agree with your saying about the lack of context. The cultural reason for certain tendencies to appear, like in music, is removed. It's not about how many tensions you can add to the chord. It's about why would someone do that, you know? I think the right answer to most like advanced conversations about harmony is like it depends on how the person was thinking about it when they wrote it. But that's obviously not something that's easy to grade. So they make it seem like there's a right and a wrong answer.
Like last semester, I felt like harmony was really useful. But this semester, I added that for like a leading tone or something because I feel like it adds more emotion to the project. And I'm getting like answers like, well, it's harmonically incorrect. It gave me a giant demotivational strike like last week.
They're teaching harmony, and the context that a music student at a music school walks into a harmony classroom with, there are rules for making music, and I am now going to learn those rules. When they say something like that's harmonically incorrect, what you hear is like, that's wrong, don't do that, you can't make music like that. What they're conveying is a retroactively constructed set of heuristics for what a certain collection of music has done. And it's the same thing as when you go into trad harm or counterpoint and they talk about voice leading and they talk about don't do parallel fifths. You're learning the language of what was in fashion for a couple hundred years in the past. Berklee is teaching you a more updated version of that. What it sounds like you have not heard yet is the idea that these descriptors, these heuristics, are in service of chasing after, like, I want my music to sound in this vein. And if you don't want your music to sound in this vein, then it's going to be harmonically wrong.
But like, what should I do? How can I use that?
If I'm working with a student that's like, I don't like these rules, this doesn't make the music sound the way that I want it to, then all that I can do is help them conceptualize and construct an internal grammar so that their music is internally consistent, so that they know that when they're using dissonance, this is how they want the dissonance, this is the effect that they want the dissonance to create. And maybe they intentionally are getting to a point where they're, here's a dissonance, I'm not going to resolve it. That's fine. And especially in the world of songwriting, where you get to add this magical context of lyrics, this whole other ballgame that changes everything when you put it to a melody. So when you hear something like that's not harmonically correct, I would ask those questions that we came up with. What is harmonic correctness in service of? What effects can I create by pursuing harmonic correctness? And what effect am I missing out on? What can I create only by breaking harmonic correctness? If you ask your teacher that, I think that you will get a more thorough, nuanced, and contextualized understanding of the material that you were learning in class.